Yep, I am live again. I'm live again. So this is a new uh, show that I'm adding to this channel or trying to incorporate in this channel. In this show, I will talk about the match, post-match. This is the post-match reaction, and also I will give the player ratings. The problem is that player ratings you can give in Google in the laptop. So I will do it from the mobile phone, and I will talk about it uh, in this live stream. So stay with me. So in Google, you can give player ratings out of 5, with 3 being the average and 2 below average, and from 4 above average and 5 is phenomenal. So, yep, I am also back. So we'll talk about overall. I must say that this has been a very bad performance from Chelsea, and I think more of the fault must go over to Potter, because he could have brought on Mudrik, who got an assist in the last match against Leicester. He could have played Kante instead of Ruben Loftus-Cheek. That pairing of Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Enzo Fernandez was absolutely awful, and I think Kepa made some pretty bad errors. I think the second goal of this Mr. Simulation could have been easily been saved by Kepa, but it was a fault, and Koulibaly has a disastrous performance. Badiashile, Wesley Fofana, nothing much, pretty much average. I was the only player I think that impressed me today uh, is Jao Felix, but they say never love a lone player, as this football was saying. But that it is what it is, and I must say that Enzo still played quite well. Uh, then Madhuke was also there in the bench. He could have also uh, given a start over Pulisic, because Pulisic was bang average. Then Kai Havertz only scored the goal because of it was a penalty, and I thought Kai Havertz would miss, but he still managed to score. So great to him, and full credit goes to him. But I think we should have won this match, and we got enough opportunity to win this match. We completely dominated Everton, and I think it was because of our errors that we considered. And I think Chilwell played well. Reece James was again average, not very good as compared to Reece James' performance that we usually know. He was not that good, and I don't know why there was so much overthinking by Graham Potter. He could have easily brought on Mudrik or Madwiki. I don't know why he did not, or he could have easily brought on Kante. Maybe Kante is not absolutely fit. Then I don't know why. What is the reason behind him? Then keeping him in the match day squad. I really don't know. So now let's start with the match ratings. I don't want to waste any time because I have nothing to say much today. They were absolutely bad, and I think the more blame should go on to Kepa, to Koulibaly, and to Potter. I must say. So it's time for Chelsea player ratings. So I am doing the player ratings. So first let's start with Kepa. So I think Kepa could have done better. I think he performed really bad. He could have made that save, and also I don't know why he was so much out of position for the first goal, and that's why I will give him actually 2 out of yeah, 5. Frankly speaking, for Buddy actually, I think he had a decent performance. I think it was a very average performance from him, and you can't expect anything more from Buddy actually. But that's why I will give him a solid 3 out of 5. Enzo Fernandez, I think Enzo Fernandez was really good. He made some good interceptions. He made some good passes. He was very good in shielding the defense line. And when we were playing initially with the high line in the first few minutes, he did very well in blocking them. So I think Enzo Fernandez, I think was a good. But overall, if you look at his performance, because of uh, Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Kovacic, I think I will also can give him a solid 3 out of 10. 3 out of 5. Sorry. Now let's talk about Kovacic. I think Kovacic was absolutely not present in the match. I could not find Kovacic. I think he disappeared much more in this match than a rabbit disappears in the hat of magician. Frankly speaking, so I will give him a solid 2 out of 10, 2 out of 5. Now let's talk about Christian Pulisic. See, Christian Pulisic is bang average. I think it's time to get over Christian Pulisic. I think in summer we must sell Christian Pulisic. We already have got so many wingers. We have got Madueke, we have got Sterling. I think it's time to get over of Christian Pulisic. Enough is enough. We don't need him anymore. Yes, he loves the club. I know his father will now somehow shout in on the social media, but I think it's time to get over of Christian Pulisic. He has made some good runs, he made some good passes, but as forward is known by his goal scoring ability, of forward is known by his ability to assist. And I think in both of them, he has completely failed. That's why, but I think it's average performance. And Pulisic being Pulisic, I will give him a 3 out of 5 rating. Now let's talk about Joao Felix. So I think Joao Felix really played well. I think that was a very beautiful. It was a calm and composed finish. He completely net my um, Tarkovsky, and he made some good runs, and he was very good. I will say that's why I will give him a 4 out of 5. But I expect more from Joao Felix. But overall, it was a decent game from Joao Felix, and he scored the goal. If had he not scored the goal, I would have given him a 3 out of 5. Frankly speaking, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, I think I should not. We should not blame Ruben Loftus-Cheek for his performance. I think we should blame Potter for bringing Ruben. It is not a type of game for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I think England Conte was much more suitable for for this kind of game, and I think that England Conte would have performed very well over Ruben Loftus-Cheek. So I think he should not be blamed, but it is what it is. So I will give him a solid 2 out of 10 for his cameo. Nothing more than that. Chalaba, it was again a cameo of 2 out of 10. And one more thing, I must say that I think the refereeing was pretty good. He gave some fouls and proper yellow cards. But the one thing I think he was doing was he was actually more uh, letting physicality to play on, and that's why I think Everton took advantage of us. But I think there's nothing not because Real Madrid will do the same. Real Madrid is a much more physical team, and La Liga overall is a very physical league. So we can expect this kind of things from Real Madrid. So overall, I think we sh- it was a good refereeing from the referee. But one more thing, I must admit that we should have won this match. We have got late. We were leading twice, but we are bottlers right now. And as a charity FC, we are a charity FC right now. We give all the points to the teams fighting the relegation battle. So I don't know, man, what will happen. I don't see us finishing in the top of this season. I think 10th is going to be the maximum position where we will go with this kind of performance, and I don't think we'll be able to challenge Real Madrid in not even in the Stamford Bridge and definitely not in the Santiago Bernabeu. That's for sure. Yes, Chukwuemeka and Gallagher was also the Chukwuemeka started. Chukwuemeka was brought on in place of I guess uh, who I think, but he was brought on, and Gallagher was on the bench, and Gallagher was also played. But I don't get this practice of Graham Potter of to bring Gallagher in every single match. He will either play in the place of Joao Felix, but today since Joao Felix was playing as a winger, that's why Gallagher was in the midfield. But I don't get why Gallagher always gets a start. I'm always gets brought on in place of Joao Felix. I really don't get that. Now let's talk about Ben Chilwell. So I think Ben Chilwell played really well, and I think he was absolutely dominating the left flank. And I think it was because of Benchwell we created so many challenges and we played so well. Yeah, I really don't get why we bring Chukwuemeka for Felix. So for Benchwell, I will give it a solid 4 out of 5 rating. For Gallagher, so wait, let me do. So for Gallagher, I think it was again just a cameo of Gallagher, like Elon Musk cameo in Iron Man 3. Uttered useless. I will again give it a 2 out of 5. I think it was totally useless and it was not at all needed. Then there is Reese James. I think Reese James was average, but this is not the kind of Reese James used to we see. But Reese James made a couple of good runs. He contributed to the attack as usual, and he was good. According, if you compare the levels of the other players, according to that, I think Reece James was in this level. So that's why I will give Reece James a 3 out of 5 rating. Now let's talk about Koulibaly. Straight 1 out of 5. Straight, no more words. In both the goals, he had some kind of issues. In the second goal, he was absolutely bodied, and I don't get this hype about with Koulibaly that he's this, he's that, and he was phenomenal and he was not. But I think Koulibaly is not phenomenal Premier League, and yes, he could. He's a bench player, but not he's a starter. He's not a starter definitely. When we have Thiago Silva, fully fit Thiago Silva, right, and Badiashile and Fofana, I don't see Koulibaly on the team on that team, and not even on the squad on the match day squad. So I think there's no doubt Koulibaly is deserves a 1 out of 5 rating. Now let's talk about Kai Havertz. So I think Kai Havertz was good. He made some good runs. He was he showed some skillful plays. He went to the defenders of Everton very well, and it's not easy to get past Everton defenders of Sean Dyche, because Sean Dyche the style of defending is of another level. So, with that regard, I will give him a solid 3 out of 5. And he also scored from the penalty, which I was not at all expecting. And moreover, I see a lot of people hate Kai Havertz because he doesn't score goals, he doesn't score that, he misses sitters, he does that. But I have only one question. Kai Havertz is a midfielder. He is a number 10. He is not a striker. And we are playing him as a striker because we don't have a striker. You can't expect a player to adapt to a new position automatically, flawlessly. That's why I think that Kai Havertz, I think he is giving his best. Yes, he's meeting opportunities, but that is not his game. He is trying his best to get adapt to these new roles. But he likes to play as a winger. That's why he played still as a striker today. But I think his role is actually as a winger and as a midfielder. He was brought by Frank Lampard not to be a striker. Frank Lampard brought Timo Werner as a striker, and Frank Lampard brought Kai Havertz to play beside Mount or beside Timo Werner as a winger. Yes, we will get Nkunku in the summer. I have no doubt in that. But Sky Havertz is not a striker, so please stop hitting him. He does not deserve that hit. You may feel that I'm over defending him, but this is the fact. This is the ugly fact that we all Chelsea fans must admit. We're pretty much ignoring this. Now let's talk about Chukwuemeka. It was again a cameo Chukwuemeka, so 2 out of 10. I didn't want to speak anything else. Then Fofana. I think Fofana had a really average game, not a very good one, but I think he was pretty decent. And so I will give you again a 3 out of 10 performance, 3 out of 5 performance. Sorry, I think that he could have done better, but he did not. And to be honest, I think Bajeshi and Fofana's performance has been bad only because of Koulibaly. Because I think they could have kept a clean sheet. It was because of Koulibaly. Yes, Bajeshi and Fofana was slightly. uh, responsible for those two goals. But I think the more responsibility for the second goal is on the Koulibaly than on Bajaj and on Fofana. That's why I think that the problem in this team is that we need again defender. I was not. I think that defender, the need for defender is not that important, but sometimes it's the case. And keeper's performance really points us that why we need a goalkeeper, why we need a proper ball distributor. Because Edward Mendy is a beautiful shot stopper, but he's extremely bad with his feet. Kepa is brilliant with his feet, but extremely bad with his goalkeeping. And I know this season he has been phenomenal, but still his bad performance always will overshadow. A goalkeeper is always known by his bad performances, not by his good performances. See, the sporting goalkeeper, I hope his name is Aden. I am not. I hope I'm not butchering his name. Then there's Thiago Courtois. They, and then there is Manuel Neuer. All of them will never be remembered for their beautiful goals. We remember Lawrence careers because of his mistakes. We remember all goalkeepers only because of their mistakes. Very few goalkeepers are remembered for their saves, except Lev Yashin, who is a legend. Then that goalkeeper from Brazil, who was brilliant in scoring free kicks. I just forgot his name. Only this except these two. So that's why I think that we need a goalkeeper. So thank you for joining in. So that's it for this match reaction. I expect a lot more from Chelsea. I was not expecting this kind of results. Now we're sitting again in the 10th. We had the opportunity to go to ninth position, and from then on we could have carried on to a beautiful run of form in the April. But let's see how things go in the April. We need to win against Aston Villa. We need to win against Wolves, and we need to at least gain 1 point against Liverpool. And let's see how things go. Yes, Buffon is also there, and Buffon is not aging. I think he's right now in Serie C. I think he's there. Serie C or Serie B. I don't know where exactly he is, but I think he's again a brilliant. Yeah. So let's see how things go, and let's see how things continue. So that's it. Thank you for joining in this live stream. And I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. I hope you've enjoyed this watch along. And the only positive I can take from this match is that we are at least in a position to score more than one goal. We're slowly taking ourselves in that direction, but we should recover from this position. We should come out of this charity FC mindset where we will give free points to all those teams who are uh, in the relegation battle. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it. So bye, and see you soon. And always remember to keep the blue flag flying high. Bye. See you very soon.